Namaste. Hey, it's your favorite time of the week. It is story time. Story time. You live in Los Angeles. A lot of times you get asked the question, do you ever meet celebrities? I ran into Miley Cyrus at a furniture store in Sherman Oaks. I lived in a neighborhood called Sherman Oaks, which didn't know this at the time, but apparently that's where Miley Cyrus also lives. Didn't know that, but I think that makes me that much cooler. I'm just out shopping around, doing my thing, and then poof, Miley Cyrus shows up in the furniture store. Now, first of all, how do you meet someone in a furniture store anyway? Because nobody's talking in a furniture store. It's like a museum. You just kind of walk around and look at pieces and make comments to yourself. Not a lot of talking going on in a furniture store. So I see Miley Cyrus, and I didn't see her until it was too late. You know how that goes. You know when you run into somebody and you didn't intend to run into them, but then you look up and they're right there looking at you, and you're like, oh, guess I better break the ice and say something. They're looking at me, I'm looking at them. This is awkward. Blah. I look up and Miley Cyrus is standing right in front of me. She's taller than me. Who would have thought? Usually, I'm the tallest one in the group, especially in Little Tokyo. I'm 5'8". She was like 5'9" in her little boots she had on. So I'm like, whoa! Some people get starstruck. I personally am not starstruck for Hannah Montana. But regardless, it's that moment where you just don't know what to say. You hurry up, brain. Think of something, say something, anything. I gawk at Miley Cyrus and say, oh, I didn't expect to see you here in a furniture store. Miley tried to play it cool. She just kind of gave me that look like, you're weird. And she just kind of casually says, well, I live here. Okay, good to know. Good new information. Got it. I can respond to that. She's opened the door. Now I can be a human being and just respond to what she said. But instead, I say, oh, I didn't know that. And walk away. I think everyone's had one of those moments where you're in the moment with somebody and then the moment happens and then you go home and for 5 hours later you're like, oh, I should have said that. You think of the most clever thing you could have said. Oh, I should have said that. There are so many things I could have asked Miley Cyrus in that opportunity. Your hair extensions look so real. You know where I can get some salvia? Miley, I saw your pole dance, looking good. I'm gonna put my hands up, playing my song. To make matters even worse, after I walk away from Miley Cyrus, we're both still looking at furniture. So we just kind of circle around and then we do that, exchange those looks like, already talked to you, that didn't go well, I'm gonna keep going. You do the little half smile thing to acknowledge that they're there and you spoke, but this is over kind of a thing. So Miley, if you happen to see this, know that I really am so much cooler when I'm not furniture shopping. That's the end of the story, really. I don't really have more of a story to go with that, so. Subscribe to Curly Hair Comedy, and I'll see you next week.